Little People, Big World spoilers, Amy Roloff saddened by tragic goodbye dear loves. Welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel now that the Roloffs are no longer filming Little People, Big World. It seems as if they have a lot more time on their hands. Amy has made the most of her time and has been traveling to see her family. She wanted to take a special trip to Michigan to see her relatives and her father, who is aging. These moments are incredibly important to her and her family. With the show being cancelled, Amy can now spend a lot more time traveling and seeing her family. However, not all of these trips are easy, and it looks as if she had a few delays at the airports after going to visit her family. In her latest post, Amy shared that she was leaving Michigan and it was quite a bittersweet trip. She wrote, "Bittersweet leaving Michigan today, but I can't wait to get back to Chris, my kids and grandkids. I'm glad I was able to have another just hanging out with my dad visit." Amy knows that her father may not have many more years in his life, so it is very important that she gets to spend as much time with him as possible. During her travels, Amy said that she had a few delays and she just wanted to get back to Washington to see her husband and grandkids. She shared herself having a few beverages at different airports since she was delayed for quite some time. It appears that she got back to her family and is happy about that. We will continue to keep an eye on Amy's next trip to see her family and if she updates her fans on how her father is going these days. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff went to Instagram to share a special time spent with his mom Peggy. The two teamed up to have a special day of remembrance. What were they remembering? To find out more, LPBW star Matt Roloff went to Instagram to share some time he spent with his mom. He went to see his mom and the two remembered his father, who is in heaven on Father's Day. He shared a photo of himself and his mom and said, "Celebrating my dad's heavenly Father's Day with my sweet mother. Happy Father's Day, Dad, we miss you." Matt got tons of comments on his post, including many wishing him a happy Father's Day. On August 1, 2022, Matt and his family shared the sad news his father had passed away. Ronald was 84 years old when he passed away. His dad suffered from chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which ultimately ended his life. Since then, Matt has continued to support his mom and has assured fans she is living her best life and thriving. Now, in 2024, Matt and his mama got together to celebrate Father's Day in Ron's honor. Matt Roloff also honored his mom Peggy back on Mother's Day this year. He said, "Happy Mother's Day to my mother Hunay Peggy. Some of you might know she recently relocated back to Oregon to be closer to the farm and family. We love having her so close to everybody and most of the grand. He and the family are close to Peggy." Matt helped his mom cope with losing his dad. She and Ronald had been together since grade school. Matt isn't the only one to honor their parents on special days. Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff also honored her own father on Father's Day. She went to Instagram and gushed about how much she loves her 95-year-old dad. Amy also noted she will be going to see him at the end of this month. The newest season of LPBW wrapped up earlier this summer and fans have been wondering if the season finale was actually the series finale. There has no word if the TLC show is being renewed after Zach and Tori Roloff decided they are done with the show. For generations of the Roloffs came to an end after longtime followers of Little People, Big World received the sad news of the death of one of the most important members of the family, Matt's father. But what happened? What was the Roloff tragic family news and loss, and why was Matt Roloff crying? 4 generations of the Roloffs came to an end after longtime followers of Little People. Big World received the sad news of the death of one of the most important members of the family, Matt's father. But what happened? What was the Roloff tragic family news and loss, and why was Matt Roloff crying during the episode? If there's anything the Roloff family will never fail to do, it is having each other's back despite the occasional drama erupting within the family. Following the news of an unexpected death in the family, Matt Roloff shared the sad news with his millions of followers. Despite all the hardships the family has been through, they have surely shown their strength by continuing to share their lives with longtime fans. Be it their highest or lowest moments, they have always kept it real. As episodes in Little People Big World are filmed in advance, many fans wondered why Matt Roloff was crying and struggling to speak during the episode aired in November 2022. He was announced Matt Roloff's father, Ron Roloff, best known as Papa by his grandchildren and great-grandchildren, sadly passed away on July 31, 2022, at age 84. However, the LPBW episode aired in November. As the episode aired, Matt broke down in tears during the confessional after sharing the sad news with the Roloff family. Wiping away tears and attempting to share the news with the cameras, Karen comforted him as he tried to hold back his tears. The star then announced his beloved father, whose name was Ronald, had passed away. Matt told the cameras, after putting up a very good fight for several weeks, he finally succumbed to his lung issues, and he passed away peacefully. The 61-year-old admitted to the cameras it was a difficult and unprecedented time for the family, with Matt Roloff's partner Karen describing it as a roller coaster. Back in 1999, Matt also lost his brother Josh due to being born with a heart problem. Despite doctors not being sure how long he would live, Josh survived until his 30s. Other stars of the family have also paid tribute, including Matt's daughter-in-law, Tori Roloff. Reality star Matt Roloff took to social media to share the devastating news. He described his father as an inspiration to many before the Little People Big World episode aired months later. Matt Roloff was the first to break the sad news with his followers as messages of support began pouring in supporting the LPBW community. In a message, he wrote, "A sad week for the Roloff family. My dad, affectionately known as Papa to his 10 grandchildren and his 10 great-grandkids, peacefully went home to be with his Lord and Savior yesterday evening. He literally loved people, and anyone who ever came in contact with him knows that. His love for Jesus was so evident throughout his entire life and certainly in his final hours," he wrote in another paragraph. Matt revealed one part of Ronald's final words was how proud he was of him and his many accomplishments. Matt Roloff has been with the Little People Big World audience since the start. He joined the show with Amy to feature their life at the Grand Roloff property. Interestingly, LPBW is among the long-running series with a huge viewership. Fans of the series wait for the new seasons every year to follow the storyline of their favorite stars. The family dynamics have changed completely over the years. Matt and Amy have moved on with their significant others after parting ways. Meanwhile, their kids have started their own lives with their kids. Jacob, Jeremy, and Molly have already called it quits with the TLC series. Now, Zach and Tori have confirmed their exit in the recent podcasts. Hence, fans have started calling the show boring, with all the children moving away from the show. Recently, Matt decided to fire back at the haters for their complaints. Season 25 of LPBW has finally hit the TV screens. However, the new season has been filled with some bittersweet moments. Moreover, some sad news started surfacing regarding the show's future. Zach and Tori announced their exit from Little People Big World after the premiere. Meanwhile, Amy Roloff resumed her teaching journey, and Matt embarked on a new journey with Karen in their dream mansion. Hence, the fans started assuming that the show's future was at stake. Now it looks like fans have already started disliking the show and labeling it as boring. Recently, Matt shared a new picture of his large TV while watching season 25. But the simple post took a turn as viewers started expressing their disappointment in the comment section. Several LPBW fans complained about the show's storyline and felt the network should wrap it up. One fan wrote, "Time to hang it up, so boring, the show has lost its charm." The fan's comment grabbed Matt's attention, and he said, "I wonder why so many people still tune in." Very strange. Another fan felt pity for the reality TV star as all his kids left the show. However, Matt decided to share his positive outlook about his kids leaving the reality show. He said, "Not sad. Happy, very successful 20-year show." He went ahead and expressed his proud feelings about LPBW airing in people's living rooms even after years. Moreover, he highlighted that all of his kids have been happy in their homes with their own children. Further, he added, "What more can you ask for?" LPBW fans saw a few heartbreaking moments when Zach underwent his shunt surgery in the initial episodes. Fans started feeling sad for Jackson as he navigated the challenges of dwarfism. Now, it seems like the show still has some good moments for the audience. Recently, people shared a new teaser featuring Matt and Karen's big announcement. The couple was waiting for their friends at dinner to reveal their engagement. Later, Karen expressed that her partner surprised her with a marriage proposal. She talked about the emotional moment and how she took time to absorb the moment. Fans were happy to see that the pair were having a good time after waiting. Zach Roloff is sure his kids are ready for whatever might come at them. During the premiere of season 25 of Little People, Big World, the dad of 33, opened up about his recent brain surgery, revealing that he had to confront the very scary prospect of his wife Tori, 31, telling their 3 kids' daughter Lila Ray, 4, and sons Jackson Kyle, 6, and Josiah Luke, 21 months about his death. Early in the episode, Zach is seen recovering from the surgery and talking with Tori about what to watch out for in the future with his condition. Saying that it can be more intense with the kids, Zach shares that he thinks about them all the time. They want to have their daddy for a while, he says to AS. The episode continues. Zach says everything happened so fast and it's good to be on the other side of his surgery. He praises Tori for rallying hard and taking care of their kids. He shares it's triggering for him when he gets a headache now, explaining that it would be super sad to think that Tori would have to explain to the kids why isn't dad here. Earlier this week, Tori shared photos as husband Zach accompanied daughter Lila to her first daddy-daughter dance. Layla Ant's first daddy-daughter gala. "I am here for it, just quietly mopping up my tears watching these two have a fun and special evening together. Love you both so much," the proud mom wrote. The couple's sons also posed for a photo with their sister. "It's the brothers at the end for me," Tori also added. Last year, the family of 5 enjoyed a trip to Disneyland, where they met some characters, an activity Lila seemed to have mixed feelings about. While she tolerated a selfie with her mom and Princess Jasmine, she cried during another photo they took with Minnie Mouse. Lila prefers the characters from a distance, Tori wrote in the caption. However, she can't stop looking at her signature. Tori later shared a selfie with her 2 boys, with Josiah perched on her lap as Jackson sat beside them, smiling sweetly. While there has been a lot of good in Little People Big World, there has also been bad. In fact, the family has come together for these unfortunate moments, especially the losses. No matter how many strains they have in their relationship, they unite to support one another during the tough times. It turns out that Matt Roloff took to his Instagram to share a heartbreaking piece of news. While calling it a sad day, the LPBW star stated that his father, Ronald James Roloff, is no more in this world. Keep reading to know more. Matt Roloff from Little People Big World has always come off as an optimist through his social media posts. While sharing wholesome moments from his life, the LPBW star would also share his adventures from Roloff Farms. However, he later took to his social media to share something quite unfortunate and tragic. It turns out that his father, Ronald James Roloff, lost his life recently. Therefore, he took to his Instagram to share the news of his father's demise. While remembering him, Matt stated that he was a grandfather and also a great-grandfather to 10 kids. In fact, the celebrity called him an inspiration to many while also appreciating him as a loving father and husband. Eventually, Matt also revealed that his father loved everyone and anyone who came in contact with him. Moreover, the departed soul's love for Jesus was also a huge part of his life. Moreover, the LPBW patriarch also talked of his father's final moments. Apparently, the whole Roloff family was around him as they read some of his final Bible verses. This also included all the grandkids and the great-grandkids who were by Matt's father's bedside and could hold hands with him. At last, Matt concluded the post by saying his father had a life well lived. While Matt's father, Ronald James Roloff, passed away peacefully, the celebrity had shared a health update about him. In fact, it happened a year ago, in July 2021. That's when the castmate came clear about his father's battle with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, i.e., blood cancer. Hence, he also revealed that great-grandpa Roloff had started his chemotherapy sessions through the same post. Hence, Matt humbly requested all the LPBW fans to pray for his family's health. After the news of his passing, the fan base has united once again and prayed for Matt's family. Moreover, all the other family members like Audrey, Tori, and Jacob put up wholesome posts about their grandpa Ronald. In fact, Jacob's post revealed that Ronald James Roloff was a Marine and served in the Army from 1957–1961. Moreover, he was also a mechanic. Meanwhile, Audrey and Tori shared endearing pictures of their kids Jackson, Lila, Ember, and Bode spending some time with their great-grandfather. Keep track of all the latest LPBW news.